This is News 8 at 11.
News 8 is your local election headquarters, and this evening the votes are in municipal elections in 165 of the 169 Connecticut towns and cities.
Among them, New Haven, Hartford, Middletown, and Bridgeport all electing mayors tonight. We have live team coverage from across the state. We begin with the start of a new era in New Haven politics. Democrat Justin Elliker will be the next mayor of the Elm City.
Three-term incumbent Mayor Tony Harp conceded just before 9 this evening. Elliker defeated Harp by a wide margin. Harp, who lost a September primary to Elliker, was on the Working Families Party line. News 8's Samaya Hernandez is live from Elliker's campaign headquarters. Samaya.
That's right, Ann. An extremely wide margin. Elliker claiming 70% of the vote, and I'm actually joined by the mayor-elect. Congratulations. How are you feeling after this victory?
Our team and I are feeling really excited. We've been working towards this day for months and months and months, and obviously you never know until the results come out how you're going to do, and we're really excited that overwhelmingly New Haven residents voted to support this campaign.
It was a very long, contentious campaign. Tell me about what happens going forward and how do you break down some of these divides?
Well, I think tonight was a strong step in unifying the city. First of all, the margins were significant enough that New Haven residents were rejecting some of the negative rhetoric that was going on. Second, Mayor Harp called me to congratulate me and offer to work to make sure that there's a smooth transition. And I think those two things are critical as we move forward to starting to bring the city together.
Excellent. Thank you so much. And Mayor-elect Elliker tells us that he's going to have a lot more to share tomorrow about the next steps with this transition, and we will bring that to you as soon as we have more. Again, live now in New Haven, Samaya Hernandez, News 8.
It was a contentious race in New Haven. After Elliker won that September primary, Harp suspended her campaign, then announced a few weeks before Election Day she wanted back in.
News 8's Shayna Ferreira at Harp headquarters, where the mayor was gracious in defeat tonight. Shayna.
Yeah, that's right. Definitely a different tone for Mayor Tony Harp as she walked in just before 9 o'clock and conceded, sending a message to the next mayor of New Haven, Justin Elliker, saying that she hopes he keeps his promise. But again, as you mentioned, definitely an interesting ride for her during this campaign season. She was in the primary election. She lost by nearly 2,000 votes to Elliker, and she suspended her campaign, and then she went back under that Working Families Party. But she says really she hopes that her legacy is remembered. This is what she had to say just moments after she walked in tonight.
It is now clear that there will be a new mayor in New Haven as of January 1st. I congratulate Justin Elliker and his team on their achievement. I wish them success going forward, just as I wish New Haven and its residents continuing success and prosperity.
Now, she also tells News 8 that she wants to remind people that she's still going to be the mayor for the next 8 weeks or so, and she hopes to be a resource and a pillar in this community as she helps in the next mayor transition into City Hall. And of course, News 8 will be there tomorrow to hear exactly what Elliker has to say. But of course, definitely an upset for incumbent Mayor Tony Harp. That's the very latest tonight. But for now, we're live in New Haven. Shayna Ferreira, News 8.
Shayna, thank you. It was a crowded race for mayor in Hartford with 6 names on that ballot.
In the end, Mayor Luke Bronin cruised to a second term, defeating former Mayor Eddie Perez, who ran as an independent, and Republican candidate J. Stan McCauley. Chief Political Correspondent Mark Davis joins us live from Bronin headquarters. Mark.
Hi, Ann and Darren, and good evening, everyone, from Bronin headquarters here in the west end of Hartford. Cruise to victory? This was a blowout. As you said, he had 5 opponents, with about half of the precincts reporting here to headquarters. Bronin has about 80% of the votes cast. Perez, his closest competitor, in second place with 11%. Bronin won big, a landslide win for a second term.
4 years ago, when some of us first earned the chance to serve our city, we said there would be no easy answers to the challenges that we faced. And for too long, Connecticut had forgotten that its cities mattered, And like a lot of cities, the city of Hartford had avoided tough decisions and kicked the can down the road. We tried something different. We told the truth about the challenges we faced, and we tackled them head on.
Now, not only did Bronin win big, all 6 of his slate for the city council won as well, swept into office, assuring him of that 6-vote majority on the city council. And one of his strongest allies ran as an independent, John Gale, and he also won, which means that the mayor has a 7-vote majority on the council, which means that whatever he's planning to do in his second term, he should have a good time or an easy time of it with the city council. Live at Bronin headquarters, Mark Davis, News 8.
Mark, thank you. In Middletown, a 27-year-old political newcomer will be the next mayor.
Benjamin Florsheim claiming victory over 67-year-old Seb Giuliano, the former Republican mayor who served 3 terms in the town. News 8's Bob Wilson is live in Middletown. Bob, a lot of excitement around Florsheim tonight.
There is a lot of excitement. The party's winding down, but Mayor, can I call you Mayor Florsheim?
I guess so. We're closer to it than ever before,
exactly.
Right.
How excited are you about the future of Middletown?
It's incredibly exciting, and I'm still sort of processing everything, still need to look at the final numbers, but this was really Middletown speaking with a clear voice that they want to see a focus on the future, that they want to see less relitigation of the issues that we've been dealing with time and time again, and more focus on what kind of a community we want to be, and then the plans on how we're going to get there. That's what this was all about, I think.
And real quick, the young vote. You had a lot of young voters come out for you.
Yeah, I mean, I still have to sort of look at all the crosstabs and all that stuff, but I know we had a lot of people at the high school who registered to vote for the first time, at places like Wesleyan and Middlesex who were voting for the first time, and we've seen this all over the country, right? We've seen new engagement from young people trying to decide what kind of a future they want to live in, and that's really exciting here.
Congratulations. I'm going to tell you, awesome. Good luck. Get some rest, and good luck with everything else that's going on.
Absolutely. I appreciate it.
Take care. That's what's going on here in Middletown. It is definitely, look at it, empty. It's really empty. It was packed, wall-to-wall people, and now you can hear yourself think. So much excitement and enthusiasm that this mayor brought to the campaign. Well, see what happens in the next 2 years, but he says he's looking to the next 30 years to make sure Middletown stays on track. I'm Bob Wilson, reporting live in Middletown, News 8.
Bob, thanks. Whole lot of drama surrounding the race for mayor of Bridgeport. Mayor Joe Ganim coming out on top tonight.
He defeated Republican challenger John Rodriguez and writing candidate Marilyn Moore. Here's what Ganim had to say after winning.
Clearly, we've cleaned up a lot of the mess. There's always more work to be done. Like an earlier interview, cities are always a challenge. I think having the overwhelming support, landslide if you call it, of winning every district, every precinct, some by 4-to-1 margins, lets me know the people of City of Bridgeport got my back, and they need to know I got their back.
However, there's still a court battle over Ganim's primary win over Moore.
Now some other races across the state. No numbers yet from Waterbury, but Democratic Mayor Neil O'Leary is declaring victory there. At the end of his next term, he will be the longest-serving mayor in the history of the Brass City.
In Hampton, Mayor Kurt Balzano-Lang picks up another term, 60% of the vote going to the Democrat. Republican J.K. got 40%.
In East Haven, these results official. Joseph Cafaro, the Democrat, winning with about 53% of the vote. Republican Big Steve Tracy at 43%. Independent Ani Sison got about 4% of the vote.
In West Haven, Mayor Nancy Rossi will keep her job at City Hall. The Democrat fending off Republican Michelle Gregorio, picking up 60% of the votes.
We have complete coverage of all the races right now on the News 8 app. You can also log on to WTNH.com for up-to-date election results.
And we continue to follow the breaking news out of Manchester. Sad news. Republican Town Committee Chairman John Deeb has died after being hit by a car. This happened about 6:30 this evening on Hartford Road at Fairfield Street. Police say the driver stayed at the scene and is cooperating. In a statement posted on Facebook, the Connecticut Republican Party said John was a great chairman who dedicated his time to Connecticut Republicans, and his legacy will stay with our party forever.
All right, let's have a check on your election night forecast tonight.
Here's Joe.
Darren Ann, thanks, and hi everybody. All right, our election day was a mild day. Temperature up there 60 Hartford, 63 at New Haven. And yeah, you guys in eastern Connecticut didn't have the best day. The umbrellas were up. Over 1/2 inch of rain in parts of southeastern Connecticut. So you got over into parts of Middlesex County, basically Madison on the east through Old Saybrook, on through all of New London County, parts of Windham County. it was very wet. Rest of the state was dry. We've got the 40s into the 30s tonight. 50s, we'll say 50 to 55 at the shore tomorrow. Closer to 50 inland. Great day on Wednesday. But we have got some amazing winter weather to talk about in the 8-day forecast. I'll have that for you coming up.
Next on News 8 at 11, a drug cartel ambush in Mexico. 9 members of an American family were killed. Their relatives say this was no case of mistaken identity.
Also, have you been overcharged for natural gas? We'll take a look at how to reduce those costs. One senator's behind that. That's coming up.
And our election night coverage continues. A very close race for mayor in Derby. Less than 50 votes separating the two candidates. The incumbent, Richard Zekin, apparently eking out a win. The Republican picking up 51% of the vote. Democrat Brian Capolo getting 49%.
Also, no official numbers from Madison yet, but the town will have a new first selectman. The registrar of voters says the Democrat there, Peggy Lyons, beat the incumbent Tom Banish, a Republican.
And in Wallingford, Mayor William Dickinson Jr. wins a 19th term. The Republican getting 59% of the vote, defeating Democrat Jared Lew. And we'll be right back.
You're watching News 8 at 11 with Ann Nyberg, Darren Kramer, John Pearson, and meteorologist Joe Fury.